Hello Warfighters, war is hell. Welcome to the next episode of the series where we're taking a look at what could happen if there was a second Falklands War. I'm excited for this episode because it's a very important episode. We're going to be seeing the British return to the Falkland Islands and invade the islands to try and recapture them from Argentina. Now, this has been such an important episode that I've actually had to go back and redo it because I played through it once, I edited it, I did the audio, I'm like, you know what, I'm not happy. I'm going to go back and redo this, which is why this is taking a little bit longer for me to be able to get this out. But up ahead, we do have the HMS Iron Duke. You probably remember the Iron Duke from the last episode where we had two F-35s help protect it from a flight of 6 Argentine aircraft. It has been tasked with providing support for the landing craft, which is me, and I've got one to the left and to the right. We'll be participating in the second wave of the invasion force. The Royal Marines ended up going first, and then elements of the British Army, which is me, in this one are going to be coming in parts of the second wave. Now, the HMS Iron Duke is able to provide support in a number of ways. You've probably seen some missiles and rockets like that one launching from it to targets on the island. And, of course, you've got the main gun, which is up at the front. We're going to have a lot of fire missions available for the HMS Iron Duke. But see, it's really cool because it's aiming and it's firing. So have all of that for us here for the landings. But let's go ahead and get to the briefing for this mission. Remember, this is what the Falkland Islands looks like right now, completely under Argentine control. We were able to see in the first half of the series exactly how we got to that point. Now, the British task force has fully arrived at the Falkland Islands, and as I mentioned, we're going to be participating in the landing and invasion at this point here, which is Fowl Bay. This point's been chosen because it is on the East Falkland Islands where most of the population is, and it allows us some cover from Argentine aircraft. So, that being the case, we're on our way towards the island right now. You see a pillar of smoke a little bit off to the right. That was actually a landing craft from the first wave that ended up hitting a mine. So not only am I going to be facing potentially very tough resistance once I get on the islands, but mines, and with that, there's artillery here too. So this artillery could pose a potential problem for us, but really at this point, the only thing that I can end up doing is just pushing as hard and as quick as I can to get on land. Now, our objective for this second wave is to be able to push up some of the hills that you see right when you get off the beach and get to a point where Argentina has some mortars that they've been using to be able to launch their mortars at landing troops, some of the vehicles. Now, all I've got right here, well, I shouldn't say all I've got actually quite a bit. I've got a warrior here on board this landing craft. It's also loaded with 6 British Army soldiers, and in reserve, I've got a section of soldiers in this landing craft as well. Hopefully, I'm not going to need them. Now, the first wave is still on the shore right now, though they are pinned down. So being able to have this APC could potentially be a game changer for them. Now, artillery is starting to fall a lot more, both to my left and to my right. So as I'm looking at the other landing craft, I'm seeing some shells that are kind of dropping by them. Oh, and there's an F-35 supporting the landing as well from the air. So we've got a lot of our forces engaged in the landing here at this point. In fact, there's not too many personnel that we're holding in reserve for this one. Because it has been a considerable amount of time since Argentina ended up taking the Falkland Islands, they have had an opportunity to be able to prepare a series of defenses. Now, that hasn't deterred the UK from trying to take the islands by any means. It just means, oh, that one was close. It just means it's going to be a pretty hard-fought battle for us to be able to get to where we want to be, which is full control of the islands. Now, you can see there is some fighting going on the islands. There's some tracers. It looks like that the HMS Iron Duke has also been firing at some positions on the islands too. You see some artillery is falling, or what looks like artillery, but that's got to be from the main gun. Now we're starting to take some fire here, just being 250 meters away from shore. And so once this gate opens, I'm just going to have to head out here with my APC and start pushing up as quickly as possible. Over to the right, you can see a squad of Marines here from the first wave. But yeah, this fire is intense. All right, I've hit the shore. I'm going to drop the ramp, and then I'm going to switch over to the APC here, and we're going to push out and start getting these guys as quickly as possible. Now, the infantry definitely does have some anti-tank weaponry, so I am very exposed. I don't have any infantry to really be able to support me right now, but if I could go ahead and just punch a hole through the Argentine lines, I might be able to get some of this first wave to be able to support us here too. So I'm moving, but I'm being pretty careful, and it looks like there's somebody off over to the left. Let's slow up. Oh yeah. I'm gonna switch, make sure I'm not using my precious ammunition here. I've got plenty for my coaxial machine gun on here. Got a total of like 2,000 rounds. So it looks like we've got them on two sides, over to the left, to the front. Oh, and there's an APC of their own. Take that one out pretty quick. Now I'm gonna switch to my 30 millimeter here. See it smoking. They probably got out, but I don't know if I'll be able to get that to blow up. That's fine. I mean, as long as I disable it, that's really all I care about. We switch back to coaxial. I'm just scanning this area here. And, oh, there's some guys who are down here. Now, they're engaging some of the guys here on the first wave. All right, he's down. Now this guy, sweet, got him, even though he's behind the tree. That works for me, and I don't know if you saw, but he had a launcher. So that rocket launcher, that could have taken me out. I mean, this ABC, it's really one shot, and we're done for. Rifleman, 800 meters. So for me, this is pretty dangerous. I'm not seeing anybody over to the left here. Continuing to scan. Not too many people on over to the right. And oh! Alright, switch back to gunner. Got to take this out here. Soldier, 600 meters. Now, fortunately, I'm safe because he's only got a machine gun on it. So that's not going to do anything against my armor. There we go. Now it's on fire. 40 millimeters grenades are kind of going off around me.
Rifleman, 700 meters, south.
That blew up. Nice. There we go. There's somebody up there at the top of that hill. Kind of walking this way. Trying to adjust the range and everything. I should probably just set the distance on my side here. There we go, dropped him. We're good.
Rifleman,
I've got to figure out which grenadier is out there and kind of shooting at me.
Front.
Soldier, 600 meters, southeast.
Oh, there's somebody up there. Took him out. Looks like there's somebody who's kind of over there. Now, I might have to push up here to kind of get a different view on the enemy positions. Now, I want to be able to go up to those hills, be able to provide some cover for us. And then I might be able to call in some fire missions for the Iron Duke. Got him. All right. I'm being fired at. Hearing what sounds like machine gun fire just snapping right around us.
Man, 300 meters, south.
And there's somebody over there too behind those hills. Now this actually kind of worries me, because if I get to those hills, we've got one guy that I just killed, another guy that was over to the left. We've seen a few guys that are kind of over in this direction, so I'm afraid if I just go ahead and peek up over these hills, I'm going to be in trouble. Oh, wow, that one blew up quick. All right, just continuing to scan. There we go. We got somebody up there. I'm probably going to see something in the comment section about switching to thermals, but I'm actually want to give myself a little bit of a challenge here as I'm doing this. But yeah, no, switching to thermals would be the smart thing to do. Dang it, I don't want to. Okay. He's back there. All right. Well, oh no. Found him. He's dead.
Rifleman, 200 meters, left.
All right, we'll push up once again. Don't. Oh, nope. There is somebody over there to my left. No, he's walking in the other direction. Away from me, so I'm not going to fire at him right away. I do want to get in that position. Just up over here before I end up popping out here with one of the guys that are in the back.
Move 200 meters, left.
All right, get the zoom back in. Oh, did I miss him? No. There he is.
Rifleman, 300 meters, south.
All right, another guy down. We're doing all right. I don't spot. Oh, I do spot somebody. Oh, that was an important guy to take out, too. Now, luckily, I've been able to hit these guys before they see me in a lot of instances. And so getting that extra advantage is really protecting me because I don't have to worry about anybody shooting any rockets at me. Sweet. He's gone too.
Man, 300 meters, south.
Oh, that guy just died over on the right.
Rifleman, 200 meters, front.
All right, not going to work on that one. Got 50 rounds left. Switch to this one. And
South.
Rifleman, 300
yeah,
meters,
I'm
south,
really
east.
just trying to blow it up at this point. Conserve that ammunition. All right, come on. I don't get what he was doing. The way that he was running, but whatever. Gosh, there was 3 of them up there. All right. Okay, we'll move forward once again. This should end up being the last position that I need to be at here before I go ahead and clear what's on the other side of this set of mounds. So obviously in an APC, I don't just want to like barrel up over that hill or over these hills. Otherwise, you know, the bottom of my tank or my APC could be exposed. Yeah, I thought I saw some guys up there.
Man, 1.5
and
clicks,
it'll be at very
southeast.
close range. So these guys are
Requesting
not
support.
going to miss me
Team White, grid
with any rockets that they have.
045-037.
Iron Duke's firing at him now,
Hostile down.
calling in these coordinates.
Requesting support.
Now this
Team
guy
White,
might be a
grid
little tough for me to be able to
045,
kill because you can see he's like right on the edge.
037.
Round's
Yep, that's
complete.
exactly why. Even though you and I know he'd be dead.
Man, 1.5 clicks. Southeast.
Game's not going to register the hit. So I'm going to try to see if I can get up a little bit more. It's tough to get it right on that edge.
1.5 clicks. Southeast. Requesting support.
Cool.
Team
All right,
White,
we'll sit
grid
here.
045, 037.
Nice.
Target neutralized.
We got him.
Round's complete.
Man, 1.5 clicks. Southeast.
All right, there was somebody else who was over here. Oh, yeah, there was. Okay, we're going to fire artillery at him.
Requesting support. Team White, grid 041.
That's gotta be him down there.
035.
Oh, that one fell really close. That was interesting. I didn't think that that position was that close to me. Give it
Requesting
another
support.
shot.
Team White, grid 041. 035.
Yeah.
Target's down. Round's complete.
Okay, I don't want to poke up over there. There's some additional targets, as you can see, that are on the map right now. So I'm going to
Requesting
take
support.
these
Team
guys
White,
out since
grid
I know that they're there.
042, 036.
Got him up in the trees.
Target neutralized.
Saw him
Round's
kind of
complete.
fly forward. Now I'm going to use a few rounds to be able to take out these M113s.
Requesting support. Team
So
White.
that way I can be
Grid
sure that they're destroyed.
041-035.
So 3 rounds apiece for these guys.
Rounds complete. Target
Nice.
down.
That one's destroyed. There's one more that was on the map that I saw too, and I think it's that guy up there who I launched a lot of my 30mm ammunition at.
Requesting support. Team White. Grid 0.
All right, we'll take a look. 1 round.
7.
2,
Rounds complete.
3. Dang it. Oh, nice. There it is. Now, obviously, that stuff is important to be able to take out. Not because it's going to impact my APC, but if the guys that I have in the back of the APC need to pop out, I don't want them to be mowed down. Stuff from the M2. Okay, there's a guy that's up there. I don't have him on my map. All right, I'll poke my head up. Kind of looking around. Oh, there's somebody up on that road.
Rifleman. 1.5 clicks. Southeast.
All right, we'll take a look, see who got spotted. This guy did.
Requesting support.
It's not
Team
the guy
White.
that's on the
Grid
road, but that's okay.
042-035.
Now, the rounds coming in from the Iron Duke, they do get here really, really
Soldier,
fast,
1.5 clicks. Southeast.
which has been very, very helpful, because I can imagine if I get stuck in a
Support. Team
pickle
White. Grid
and I'm having to call in
042.
all of these rounds, they're going to get here very, very
036.
fast.
Scratch 1. Rounds complete.
And that might make the difference between me getting annihilated and me coming out of this one
He's
victorious.
down.
So Iron Duke saving me here. All right, now I'm going to try and take out these guys here that are on the road the old-fashioned way. I can't lay down,
Rifleman, 1.5 clicks.
kind of
Southeast.
stabilize my weapon and shoot up to that high of an angle, so I'm going to have to
He's down.
just kind of aim up at it and just be very, very slow with how I fire, just so that way I make sure every round is on the mark. Oh, I got to take him out quick. He's looking over this direction. Oh, one guy was there in addition to the dude I was spotting, so I just took out 2 enemy this way. All right, since we're looking good here, I'm not taking any fire. Gonna peek my head up again. Yep, no fire coming at me. I'm good to get back in the APC and for us to be able to move forward. So looking at how many enemy there were and how many of them had anti-tank weaponry, well, it was a good thing I kind of proceeded the way that I did and not just kind of barrel up there here in the Warrior. Now I know that that APC on the left, it's kind of up the hill a little bit more. That one's not of any concern to me. In fact, I think I may have gotten all of the APCs now. Now, I'm not coming under any fire here as I'm continuing to proceed up the hill, which leads me to believe that I've gotten through their first line. This should allow the first wave to be able to push up here behind me, so hopefully we'll be seeing some of them here pretty quickly. But may get into some of their reserve units, their second line of defense here. So I am keeping my head on a swivel. Anything could pop up. I could be shot from any side, so I am concerned about my flanks, but dead ahead, I see a squad. I'm guessing that they're enemy, but I'm going to stop here in just a little bit.
Hostile.
Yep, they're hostiles. Oh, that guy's dead just in the nick of time. Oh, man, that was actually really close. All right, took those guys out, no problem. Looks like they had a couple guys who had some AT gear. That could have been brutal. I'm going to continue to push up this hill, but as I get pretty close to the top of it, I am a little concerned because I don't want to peek my head over here and kind of face the same challenge that I was facing down on their main lines. Or if I just pop over, I could come under a lot of fire pretty quickly. So remember, I've got
Disembark.
some soldiers, some infantry in the back of this. So we're going to pop out now, and I think in this situation we're going to stick our heads over
Team
because
red,
I don't
fall
see
back.
anything to be able to provide any cover whatsoever.
Forward line.
Oh, and I'm hearing gunfire too. I better move quick.
Rifleman, 75 meters front.
That's got to be parts of the first wave.
Infantry, 75 meters front.
Oh yeah, there's enemy up here.
Rifleman, 75
No, they
meters
probably
front.
don't know that I'm coming in on their flank. I'm hitting them from the sides, and they probably can't. I don't know if they're looking down at us. There's that guy.
Contact. Foot movement.
He's firing at us right now. Oh, and he launched a grenade too, or threw a grenade at us. Dang it, I lost somebody. That's all right. We should be able to win this firefight. Yeah, that guy's dead. We're going to move up, make sure that they're all gone. All right. We've got some infantry behind us, too, to be able to support us, which is going to be nice to finally be able to have that.
Area clear.
But we're still going to move up here to the top of the hill before we kind of get back in the APC and see what we've got. Now, on the, like, off in the distance, I see 2 soldiers. I'm guessing that they're hostile, too. I can move my guys up. We might be able to engage them. I'll take a few shots at them.
I see movement.
Just see if I could take any of them
300
down.
meters south.
It's going to be tough, of course. Dang it. All right, they're laying down, so let's get the Iron Duke to go ahead and finish these guys. Or, I guess not really finish, since I didn't do
Requesting
any damage
support.
to him at all.
Grid 046.
But we'll take him out.
042.
Nice.
Complete. Scratch one.
Okay, now up ahead, I see a facility, or like just a small outpost. And this has got to be where some of the mortars have been coming from. Now there's a few guys who are in cover. It looks like a vehicle that has been destroyed.
Contact. Man, half a click.
And yeah, I
southeast.
can see a mortar. All right, so if we take these
Contact.
guys out
Foot
here, we'll
mobiles.
go ahead and
Half a
complete
click,
our
bearing
objective
150.
for the invasion.
Requesting support. Grid
Now, all the guys on the left have been killed.
047.
I'm wondering if the Iron Duke
043.
had already
Hostile down.
launched
Target down.
or fired some shells up here. All right. Well, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to bombard this position. It's going to be tough for me to really
Requesting
like
support.
accurately
Grid
aim for anything. So if I
047.
do a number of shots,
044.
they may disperse a little bit. Like, yeah, there goes one guy. We'll get some over
Requesting
here
support.
too.
Grid 047.
Yeah, if they spread out a little bit, I
044.
might get a few
Hostile down.
additional guys.
Round's complete.
Okay, now we know what their location is. We're going to kind of push up a little bit more, see if we can get a different perspective. So that way we can call in some more fire missions for the Iron Duke, or we could proceed and try and flank it from the left. So me and my squad can do that. There's somebody still alive over there. Okay, I'm going to try and get into that cover as quick as I can before I send everybody else up too, because I would want everybody to kind of come together. It's just me and one guy, but we're going to fall back. All right, I don't know which guy's firing here, so I'm going to just switch back to the APC. I know I'm safe to end up going up this hill, and so I'm going to push just right for that mortar position. Clear that out, and we'll consider this a victory. I still got to be careful, though, because I know that there are some guys that are still in that mortar position, and I'm assuming some of them are going to have anti-tank weaponry. Now, I'm hearing some gunfire up in front of me. Oh, and it was that squad that I saw earlier. They're really pushing up. Mad props to the Royal Marines. Okay, so this will actually be very beneficial for me because all of the enemy that are in that mortar position are going to be, of course, focused on the Marines that are firing at them right now. And so I really should just be able to come in and kind of clear this out. And the fact that the Marines aren't firing right now indicates they took down whoever was firing at them. All right, I'm now on flat ground. I'm going to be able to move a lot quicker. Don't want to run over their bodies. Okay, so some smoke is up over on the right side of it. I'm going to just try and come around from the left. See if I can get a better look at that position. And things are looking good. Consider it a win, but if there is anybody else up there, we'll take them out hopefully pretty quick. Oh yeah, I see two guys. One's on a mortar just off to my right, and then there was another guy a little bit farther in. There he is. Well, he's gone. It's gonna be tough to hit this guy. Oh, never mind. I took him out.
Forward.
Okay, I'm just gonna go around, make sure that those were the only two guys that were left, but nobody is on the mortars now. So we've cleared out this position. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and call this one a successful mission. And so we will be able to establish a foothold on the island. It'll be tough to be able to push us back, considering we've got a number of our forces already on the islands right now. Once we solidify our lines, we might be here for a little bit. So check us out in the next mission here, where we get to see the British continue to press their advance on the islands as they try to retake it, and to see what the defense of Argentina is. Thanks for watching, everybody. Feel free, of course, to subscribe if you have not already. You can follow me on Twitter @_warisHell. Please donate to the Patreon too to kind of help me out with some of the research that I do for these and other videos. But thanks again for watching, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. Remember, warfighters, war is hell, but you don't have to worry, because warfighters, I've got your six.